spiritual man, but I'm not connected with any official religion.
Oh, okay.
My religion is more earth and spirit in every direction, not any individual god or goddess.
Oh, okay. Do you think it like helps you fatherhood? Like, do you see the world differently?
For sure, because I'm connected to something larger. This cycle of life and creation and eventual death I'm part of is part of a larger sacred hoop that we're all part of. It helps ground me and keep me honest.
Okay, that's good. How old were you when you had your first child? Is this your first child?
This is our first child, and I was 33 when she came.
Do you think it's like easier when you're older or like younger?
I get my act together before I have any babies, and so for me that took a few moons, okay? If I had this little child a few years ago, I would have been on top of my personal or professional game where I am now, so the answer is growing up is important before you have babies.
Yeah. Did you create a bond with the baby, like while it was in the womb? Like, were you close? Did you feel the connection before?
For sure, yeah, we talked all the time.
What is it, a girl?
Grace is a she. Yeah.
Would you have rather a boy?
I only could really think about having a boy because I'm a boy. So I had like the mind's eye thing going on about being having a boy, but she's a perfectly fine creature as she is, so I'm alright with being honest.
So, do you want her to practice religion, or you're just like, whatever she decides is what she decides?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely expose her to ritual and the sacred in a variety of different ways. The word religion doesn't resonate with me because so much of it is hijacked by white male supremacy and capitalism. And I'm not really into like a white male god being projected into my life or anyone's life for that matter. And especially the consequences of like doing what someone says we should do or shouldn't do. But yeah, I mean, she's already sat in a number of sacred circles and she's already part of it all, so and she'll choose whatever she wants to take from it.
And if like, how would you describe fatherhood? Like all roses?
Who's our audience here first? Who am I trying to share with this?
Just our class.
A class of men and women or just ladies? Let's see. So is the most challenging and most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life, right? So like everything has changed about.
I think the thing that mess up the.
Yeah, everything has changed. The quality of every decision in my life has changed since Grace arrived. So I take everything more seriously and have like a bigger vision of consequences about everything I do, from like when I wake up to when I eat to my job and relationship. So it's a trip.
It's not all roses, like everyone says.
Yeah, it's definitely not all roses, but it's very satisfying and very rich. Like the quality of my life is much more meaning now. But it's definitely not easy. The hardest thing is being in relationship with my wife now that we're moms and dads too, right? And not just partners and lovers anymore together. It's a powerful thing to have a little daughter in my life.
It makes you closer.
It makes us closer and also makes us battle about other things because it's all such higher stakes, and so we both step up and advocate for ourselves and our beliefs in more significant ways too. And also there's a little melting of the ego that's going to happen when we get out of the way because it's about embracing that.
Any religion?
No.
Did you create any bonds with your baby during pregnancy? Like, did you have any particular bond with your baby during pregnancy?
Yeah, I guess.
Even as a father too, maybe like you felt like you had a bond also with the baby.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course. Yeah, no, definitely. You know, we knew it. We gave him his name. You know, when we found out his sex, so we talked to him, stuff like that. Yeah, no, definitely.
How would you describe childbirth to someone who's never experienced it?
It was a process, you know. Looking back, it didn't seem that bad when I was in it. Obviously, it was not very fun. But Yeah, but looking back, it is good. And he's worth it, So
How did you expect pregnancy or a baby to change your life, if at all?
I think I expect it to be as much work as it is. I think like it's a bit overwhelming sometimes, and it really does change your life because like you can't really hang out with your friends when you want to anymore. It's like you have this added responsibility. You can't just go out for dinner when you just feel like it. So it is life changing for sure. But at the same time, it's good because obviously now like we have someone like a baby to care for and love and do different activities. It's great.
Right.
It's good, yeah.
How would you describe parenthood from a mother's point of view and a father's point of view? So, mother's point of view.
It never ends. Yeah, I feel like even if I go to work, he's always on my mind, and like, yeah. So in that sense, he's always there. He's always something that I have to think of, the first thing when I wake up, and the last thing I think of when I go to bed. Yeah, but it's very special, Sometimes when you look at him and he's asleep, you're like, oh.
Yeah, no, I think, especially, after 3 months or so when he starts getting more interactive, then it's obviously very special to see that, he needs you and, you feel like a family.
Do you practice any religion?
I don't practice. I can never get it right.
Are you spiritual in any way?
I suppose so. In some way.
Come on, no! Don't have to live.
Say that
Do
again?
you believe in God and all that?
I was raised Catholic, but no,
So you're lapsed Catholic.
I don't like that term. But I was raised Catholic.
But you do practice some of the rituals. No? Did you expect a child to change your life at all?
Did I expect a child to change my life? Yes. I have a lot less free cash, a lot less pocket money now.
Were you there for the birth of your child?
I was.
How would you describe childbirth as a father?
As a father, right. As an observer.
To anyone who hasn't experienced yet.
Intense. It's a very intense, emotional experience. I don't know how to describe it exactly to witness it, but it was very intense.
Are you married? Do you feel like marriage helps to raise your son?
I don't know if marriage per se helps to raise. I mean, raising a child is a pretty difficult adventure. I wouldn't want to do it alone, and I would feel bad if my wife had to do it alone. And I have a lot of respect for single parents. I think they have a hard time though. It's definitely easier being able to split the responsibilities. How old was I when I had him? 35. Most of my family are young single parents. Like most of my cousins and associates are young single parents. And like I said, like God bless them. But I know it's difficult. I can see not just financially difficult. It's difficult in terms of time. It's difficult in terms of just having enough emotional energy to give to them. They require a lot. I think to raise them correctly, it requires a lot of time and a lot of energy. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't know if I would do it right now, but that's strictly for like material, financial reasons, like at this moment. But as a hypothetical, yes, I would have more kids. I don't know how many, but at least I'd like to have a boy and a girl, like a soul temper. It is a joy. I mean, it's a spectrum of emotions. I mean, yes, there's incredible joy. There's incredible moments of that. I mean, it takes you along an entire spectrum, and for me anyway, it changed my life. It made me look at my life a little bit differently, and like I think I'm less selfish now because before I had a child, and I got married like right beforehand. I mean, I unabashedly lived my life for myself, more or less. I mean, you have friends, you have family, but my time was my own, my days were my own. Now, as you can see, I'm not somewhere doing whatever. I'm out here playing, joyfully, but this is for him. So yeah, it definitely changed my life, but I would do it again.
When your wife was pregnant, did you have any bond with him while he was?
I mean, she, read a lot of books. So we did the whole, like, we actually started reading to him while he was in the womb, and she was playing music and like meditation CD. So I mean, I guess so. Like, and we had already named him. We knew his name was going to be Gabriel before he was born. So I was already sort of addressing him by his name, even though he was in utero. So,
Where did you get the name Gabriel from?
like I said, I was raised Catholic. I'm Mark David. So even though I've kind of moved away from it as like a religious practice, I mean, culturally, that's my cultural background. So I don't know. Like we discussed a couple of names, but between our two families, we had most of the Old and New Testament covered. And I didn't want to repeat like a Michael or a James or a Luke or a Paul. We had all of those names covered. But neither one of us because she was raised like Baptist, some other form of Christian Baptist, Pentecostal, something like that. But we didn't have a Gabriel. On either side of the family, we didn't have a Gabriel. And I like the name, It's one of the big four.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. We kind of narrowed it down to names that didn't exist yet.
Are you religious? Do you practice a religion?
No,
Like,
I don't. I believe in God. I believe in right and wrong, but I don't really have a religion that I go by.
oh,
I'm not religious.
were you were you born Catholic?
Yeah, my family's Catholic. I was the only one that wasn't baptized.
Oh wow,
How weird, right?
that's weird. When you baptized?
Huh? I'll christen him. I don't know if I'm gonna baptize him because like I said, I don't know what religion. If I was to go by a religion, it would be more Christianity.
How is it like religion plays into
If you believe that.
I do. Well, right now he doesn't understand it. Obviously, he's only 4 months, but like the way it's just more of a right and wrong, and that there is somebody to me that will judge you at the end of the day, and I didn't get that far yet. He's only 4 months.
So how did you explain like the 9 months? Like, did you feel a spiritual connection? Did you feel like, okay, I'm like head over here?
Yes, there's a connection. There's definitely a connection, a bond that you have with your baby, especially like the first kick. When he's about to come out, like when you're about to like deliver them, like it's very emotional.
Are you emotional?
No,
Okay,
I'm not.
wait.
But that's an emotional time. Is that emotional for you? Oh yeah, yeah. You see, it's emotional time. But I prayed a lot, for his health and just that he'll be okay, like no matter what.
Are you like married?
No,
Would you
I'm
say,
with his father.
how would you say it plays a role? We just want
But
to
marriage,
well, like the partnership that you have, like is it easy? Is it easier? Does it provide support and stuff like that?
I don't. You can get support whether you're married or not. It's just a matter of finding somebody that shares the same interest in you. We're not the same, but we come together and we can make decisions together. We can compromise together. And so I think I have a perfect person for him. Like his dad is awesome, awesome. And we're not married, so one day, but not now.
That's fine. Are you young? Like I asked your age, but like, are you?
26. I just turned 26 in February.
So would you say like do you like it better like that you're younger? Like my mom, for me, my mom, like I love growing up with her. Like we grew up together. My mom had me young, like younger
Yeah.
than you. So would you say it's easier to do it younger or like
I don't.
for?
From my experience, my mom had me. My older brother and older sister are 6 and 7 years different. They're older than me. So my mom had me when she was 28. So through the experiences I had in life, like I decided that I wanted to have my baby, when I'm mature, and finances do take a part in everything. But I at least wanted to make sure that the person I have a baby with, like, I don't want drama, and I'm mature and I'm more stable in myself, and I'm more confident. I'm an adult, So
So would you say that he brought it out in you, like just maturity?
no, I did,
Oh,
but I'm gonna grow because of him. Because there's a lot of things that I'm gonna learn, like patience, which I had none before, and
you know, how to take care of somebody else. Like I've never done it. So
How would you describe giving birth to someone who's never experienced it?
it's an experience. There's people that I had a really good pregnancy, but I complain all the time. Oh my god, my back hurts. I have to go to the bathroom. And for me, being pregnant, there's people that are like, oh my god, it's the best experience.
You wouldn't really say best.
I wouldn't say it's the best, but the outcome is worth it. Like it's cliche, but it's true. It's worth it, 100%. Everybody's pain is different. The labor, mine was easy. I got an epidural. I got an epidural. It was quick.
And what is your son's name?
Just
Okay. Do you practice a religion?
Absolutely.
We just.
I'm Catholic.
So how would you say it plays a role in fatherhood?
It's extremely important.
Like how? How does it affect your fathering?
I believe that in life you have to have a certain base, a guidance in order for you to know, to have a, it doesn't come with instructions, so you might as well use the instructions that you were already given to help, if it fits. Even though you have a religion, doesn't mean you have to stick to that religion. I practice some of my religion. I don't believe in everything in my religion. I practice a lot of other religions. I take a bits out of everything. So long as it makes sense to me, I'm going to show it to my kids and then let it be their decision.
And how would you say your vision, like your look on life, changed since you had children?
Wow. Not selfish anymore. Let's put it that way. You have to do everything for them. And I can see that I'm looking at other parents, I'm looking at myself, and I can see I know I'm doing good. Because other people think about themselves, and I think about them. Only about them. So that sucks, but it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. You get some benefits out of it. It's not something you can explain.
Would you say that like you had a connection with all of your children, like before they were even born?
Absolutely. Of course, you had absolutely. You'd have to have a kid to understand that one.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like I already knew her and I already knew him. Let's put it that way.
Did you have your kids young? Like,
I think I was cheated, if that's what you mean. Maybe I would have stayed celibate a little longer, of course. But I had them. I think that the benefits of having them at the age that I've had them is to be able to enjoy them and to have a correlation with them and to be able to sing Let It Go and still have her like it as well. I still watch Little Mermaid, so it's cool. Yes, I do, and I'm not afraid to say it.
and would you say that marriage plays a role into parenting? Like, does it help? Or?
Marriage helps to keep her happy because we're not legally married, but I think I'm married. Like I said, I create my own religion. I'm here. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm taking care of my wife. We didn't get married yet, but we're married. So, yes, marriage plays an important role. I would have done it from a long time ago if I knew it would keep her as happy as it would have made her more happy, and her more happy, and him more happy. So yes, I think marriage plays a big role.
Okay, and how would you explain childbirth to someone? I mean, I know you didn't give birth, but from a male's point of view.
I practically gave birth. I was there every second. I saw them come out. I helped them come out. I was there for everything, and I think that's very important. You should be there. You should be part of that. To give respect to the wife.
Yeah.
Especially, that's what I got more out of it. More respect for a woman. To be able to go through such pain and hell, to have these little rugrats come out and take your life away from you, and you're okay about it. That's the thing. You're okay about it. And there are some parents out there who are not okay about it, turn to drugs and problems and stuff. And maybe that's where religion comes in play. Religion brings you back to, you know, it's a guide.
Yeah.
And that's what I use religion for, as a guide.
Were they baptized, your children?
Yes, they were both baptized. Did I want to baptize them? Just for the reason of maybe it's a ritual. It's a rite of passage, mainly to keep the grandparents happy.
Okay.
But also, if you're going to profess guidance of the religion, you should practice the religion. Like we just came from church, my daughter and I, and I didn't want to go, but I wanted to go. I wanted to go because she needs to have that guidance, and I need to have that guidance. And that's that. It's just guidance. And there's a certain peace you find out of it. And like I told her 20 minutes ago, I said, see, Catherine, when you go to church, and most likely for some particular reason, I can't understand it, when you come out of a certain situation like that, and you ask for something, you usually get it. In my experience. Except the lottery, I didn't get that yet. He's not giving me that much money.
I think too many people are asking, because I asked too.
Yeah, I don't
I
ask.
didn't get it
You
either.
see, I don't. I don't ask for the lottery. That's why I think I'm going to get it.
I need to practice what you practice.
Yeah. It's just everything. Just don't ask so much. Give. Give more. I think random acts of kindness, you know, help other people out without waiting for money or something like that. It's not all about money. I think everybody's all about money.
Did you ask us for money?
Well, that was just joking. But if you gave me money, it costs a lot. Similac? Come on. You don't know, but having children is expensive. You have to get rid of yourself to give to them. It's incredible. If I have to, I wouldn't eat just so that the kids could have what they want. Thank God I don't have to get to that. But if that were to be, yeah, of course. Why not? Or I'd eat one, I won't eat none. Age plays a role that you're mature enough to have a child. And even if you're not mature enough, it has a weird way of getting you to become mature enough. And that's what it is. Or you have guidance by parents or religion to help you out. Say if you have an early childhood birth, a pregnancy, I think that if you have a good family, parents around you, and religion, guidance, you'll be fine. Anybody will be fine.